So, good morning, guys. Today is the 2nd of December 2025, and again, I'll be taking you through today's daily technical analysis. And again, as usual, we'll get started by having a look at the economic calendar, and then again, I'll take you through the technical analysis. What's happening in Telegram? Let me bring some issues. Yeah, I believe it's back and it's recording. So, yeah, so let's just continue. So it's the start of a new month already. I did make the weekly technical analysis video for the first till the 5th of December. And again, I would like to specify or be specific in what we are trading or what we are trying to understand what is likely to be happening in the dollar so that we can have a long-term reflection of what is likely to be happening in the next few weeks. And so being the first week of the month, oh, we anticipate to see still great prospects in this market. And so let's get down to the fundamental analysis. Then again, I'll be try to use the least time possible. And again, Telegram. It's an issue better connection. So just history. Yeah. So anyway, let's get down quick first. And today we did have very high impact news during the today's again. Oh no, it's back. So today during the new Asian session, we did have a high medium impact news on the Australian dollar. I'm looking forward to see a slight retracement on the Australian dollar. That is a slight bearish move before we get to see if we can manage having continuation of that bullish move. And again, now we do have very impact news today still. I don't know why they came up quite late this news. So anyway, this was the Fed chairman Jerome Powell who had a speech yet during the night. And Telegram. So there's an issue with Telegram and don't know what. I'll try now, be quick fast, so that we can save time on this. So again, now during the planner session, we do have medium impact news that are coming up in the next 22 minutes from now. Very high impact news on the euro. Again, today you are looking at very high news on the euro and Telegram. So since you are looking at to see very high impact news on the euro, be ready to see madness on pairs like Euro out, Euro New Zealand, and again Euro GBP, and most likely Euro USD, which I'm not trading. So yesterday, mid on Monday, we didn't trade. Again, I was waiting to see how the market would close on the daily candlesticks. Nothing much happened. And so let's get down to see what is likely to what is in for us today and what can we trade. Telegram again. So let's see what is in for us now on this technical analysis and see what can we trade today. And if you remember what we discussed on the weekly technical analysis, we were looking forward to see this market come to we had this massive sell-off happening all the way down here to this current area. Now we are trading between this monthly support, monthly resistance. And all I can see is the weekly support. Yesterday we had that liquidity happening all the way to the monthly support, had that rejection, and now the market is not trying to come back to major points of interest. Could it likely come back to this monthly resistance or again to a major point of imbalance? Then again, take off on that continuation of sell. So I'm watching, we are now at a funny stage or again at a limbo and Telegram. I believe uh, it's gonna be stubborn. So I think I'll just dismiss it, Telegram, and then use just the Zoom video. So so yesterday now we did from major daily resistance, new daily resistance, and new daily support. But again, in between this current area, this current level, this current area, we do have is an area that I would like to see the market become because all these buyers who tried coming in from this monthly support, they're quite crucial. What's happening? Yeah, they're quite crucial this current area, and I would like to see if we can get to see the market coming to reject this major point. We have a huge major point of imbalance here. And remember, this is just the first week of the month. So if we could get also rejections here and see this market melting down, then that will determine to be able to understand that now this you'll be able to understand that now this market is heading heavily. Man, this Telegram is being stubborn, and I think I'll stop with it. And I'll be looking forward to seeing now at this kind of point how the market will react, because now this is just a range. The market hasn't really told us whether it will be continuing bullish or it will continue. It will start that journey of the reversal. That is the bearish move. So it hasn't really confirmed. But what I want to see, since this was happening, has been happening for several days. Sorry, this has been happening for several weeks. The first rejection, second, third, and again, could we get now to see, since this current A has been broken, could this market be coming back to this current A or this current close? So that's, and remember, we also have some major points of gaps which are here. So Telegram, I think I'll just close it. It's become too much. So then I'll just use this recording. So anyway, for this now, as I've said, we are looking at it. Could it form a major point of resistance, a lower high, then come form some new lower lows near these current areas that were previously higher lows? So that's all again on this dollar index. A different chart, we'll look at it for us to be able to have a better understanding of what is likely to be happening. You can see on this chart, you wanted to see if this market would come back to this current area, and now yeah, it has formed some good lower low. You can see some good lower low there, and then again here you have this is the previous daily resistance, and all that this market I would like to see is if this market would slightly pull back, come to a major point of imbalance, which is currently, I can clearly see another point of imbalance here. This point of imbalance, which is currently here. Could this market come all the way up here, get rejected, and once rejected from that current area, probably we could be having the continuation of the sell-off. Remember, we could also be forming up some left head and then again right shoulder alongside this current major point of imbalance here. Then again, see it happen probably on this continuation of the sell-off. And that's what I'm keenly watching. So lastly, on different charts of the dollar index, you can see similar things that I'm watching to see how the market will be reacting between these current areas or these current levels. This was the major point that was slightly broken before. And yeah, could this market come back? Not even really coming back there, because I can see another point of imbalance that have just been formed here. You have this current level. You can see this area point of imbalance here. The market will also come and reject it. So just be patient. Today, it doesn't show much. Then I'll be ready, because again, we still have several days and several weeks, which and very high impact things are coming up for several in the next few days. So let's just be cautious on how we are trading this current, how we are looking at this current trade of the direction of the dollar index. So at the moment, since we are looking forward to see that slight pullback, the dollar is ranging. And so since that dollar is ranging, whatever it is trading at, it's trading at a crucial point. And what now I'm looking at is what will be the effect on these other major pairs? So we have these Australian dollar, and I'll be quick first on all these other pairs. And with these pairs, we have now previous day, new daily resistance, new daily support, new daily resistance, new daily support. So they go. New daily resistance. There you go. New daily resistance, daily support. When I look at it on the lower time frame, you can see this is a major point. We don't get rid of this, so This was the major level. This is the area that I was talking about is during the weekly technical analysis. Weekly resistance is just here. And for this trade, these are 78.6. That's why you're seeing this market ranging alongside this current area, and you are getting huge rejections. And so I just want to mark my Asian high, my Asian low, and see where are my major levels that I would like to see some rejections. Oh, sorry. So my Asian high, Asian low, we have it here. And since this is the Asian high, at the Asian high, again, you have my Asian low here. These are the levels that I want to see. So I'm looking at this current trade whereby I can jump on a good sell-off, probably from the current level, and I'll be risking my stop loss should be slightly either 30 pips, because again, I'm looking at this trade coming to this Asian low, break below the Asian low, because again, it has already tested the Asian high, and probably also get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So this current area is what I'm watching. We're trading between the Asian high, Asian low, and all that I'm looking at this current trade is having that rejection, continue resisting there, and respect these major areas of interest, the previous daily resistance and the previous daily support. Break below that, and then again we see this trade, if it could melt down, coming back all the way to these current areas, major points of imbalance. You remember we had this trade and we talked about it. We are looking forward to see the prices come below the price of 0.65. That's closer to 50 pips, and below that we'll be having closer to another 15 or again 20 pips. So that's closely a good trade for 70 pips, and we'll be looking at how the market will react from these current areas. So be keen with AUD, and that's what I'm watching. So similar thing, New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD have a new previous daily resistance, daily support. And I don't know how I'll be able to finish all these in 8 minutes. So anyway, so with this, we have this current area, the previous daily support, previous daily resistance. And all that I'm watching here, you can see huge rejections on the lower time frame. We have now this current trade is trading between these levels. This is the monthly resistance, weekly resistance, and again, all that I'm watching here. You can see my Asian high is currently here, my Asian low is currently here, and these are not areas just to be ignored. Asian low, you have the Asian high there. Asian low, Asian high. So during the learning session, I would like to see how the market will react. Probably we get to see some rejections in between these current areas, slightly above these current levels. You see rejections, then again, it will be a good performance for a good trade for jumping a good entry on the or slight retracement. Because again, what you are looking at is if this trade could come to this current area point of imbalance, take them out, then again gain momentum, then to see if we could get probably a continuation of the bullish move. But at the moment, I'm looking forward to see this retracement happening, coming back to these major points of imbalance that we had talked about during the weekly technical analysis. So be keen with that, not unless the market decides to break this monthly resistance and continue being bullish. But I'm not looking at that. I'm keep patiently waiting to these major points of imbalance being taken out or again being retested. So next we have these euro out, similar thing. We have this previous daily resistance, previous daily support, and wherever you're trading at, it's a major point. It's near the weekly support, it's near this major weekly imbalance point. And all that I can see here, I'm looking forward to see this trade. If we could jump on a gold entry for this slight retracement to this major point of imbalance, we have closer to how many number of pips? From the current area to this current level, we have closer to 150 pips. If this trade come all the way, we broke below these current areas, major levels, and I'm looking forward to see this market come all the way up here. If we look at this current trade, we have these the Asian high. There we go, and the market for this market, I'm looking at it Currently, we are retesting the Asian low, and the crazy thing that will happen because we do have very high impact news that are coming up. I'd like to see those high impact news probably come liquidate the Asia, that current area, the previous Asian low, or again the weekly support. Then again gain momentum, come all the way up there. And remember for this trade, we are looking at it if this market could continue. Could reach at a middle point, and then again, could we get that huge rejection, or if this market come break above this, slightly break above this current area, get rejected, and then again continue melting down. So we neither sure about that, but I would like to see major points of imbalance retested, which is currently here. Then again from here, we could now be looking to see if this market will give us the continuation of the sell-off. And it's not even why selling at the weekly support. So be patient to that. Similar thing, Euro out, Euro New Zealand, you can see we are trading in between this current area. Looking forward to see this major point of imbalance will be retested, or whether the market will continue breaking below this current area. All that we can see here, the market is just slightly ranging in between this current level, and it's quite undecided. Monthly support, weekly support, and it's not wise to sell in around those current levels. And this current area is higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Coming back to this current area, major point of imbalance, and these are major higher low. So this market, looking forward to see if it could come back all the way up here. Then from here, we could see we could now later on get some rejections. So that's all on Euro New Zealand. And also, the other trade I'm watching is gold. For gold, I'm keenly watching to see if we could get my entries, sell entries probably. Remember for this trade, we have a long-term move all the way coming back to this 4,380. And remember, we created to see this market could give us new all-time highs. If the dollar will continue being bearish this month, we may get to see this price coming to the 4,500. And that will be interesting if the market comes all the way there. But now, what do we do in the lower time frames? Now, in the lower time frames, when you look at this current trade, we are trading this is the Asian low, you have this Asian low, and this is the Asian high. All I can see here, the market has come all the way today, broken that current level. And again, we have the Asian high here. And so this is not an area to be ignored. Once I see this current area is a good Asian high, I would like to see how the London session will behave before the New York session. Because again, that will be now the level of, that's where you get a good point of interest of jumping in this trade. I'd like to see it retest this current area, break above this current level, because could we get some entries, sell entries probably at the 4,250, and then again get rejected. And once we get to see some good rejection all the way from there, looking forward to see it melt down, or probably could we retest this current areas, major points, these lows, or could we continue supporting ourselves here and again break above this current area? But remember what you are looking at. We are looking forward to see that slight retracement, and that slight retracement is just because of this current level, and that retracement could give us all the way. We have major points of imbalance here. So which area could be retested alongside this current level? So I'm keenly watching on gold, because it could give us some good number of pips. Again, we could form another touch, which again could give us the continuation of this heavy bullish move all the way up and form new higher highs. So Euro GBP is lastly, we have the Euro news that are coming up in the next, I believe, in the next few minutes. And so, yeah, you can see it's trying to be heavily bullish, but again, where we're trying to come retest at two. So we have this weekly resistance in the market. I'd like to see how the market will react to this weekly resistance. And all that I can see here is slight pullback. Then again, could you see the market retesting this current level, or could you see the market melting now? Because again, these are 50% Fibonacci, and this is the 1.8 Fibonacci level. You have GBPUSD, similar thing. Looking forward to see it come retest this current area, major point of support, or again imbalance point, which is currently down here. I'm keenly watching to see it come retest down there. And all that I can wait to see in this trade is slightly pull and how that major push lower. Then from there, we could now see whether the market would gain some bounce, or again, it will continue heavily bullish. So lastly, we also have US30, similar thing. US30 moves same direction with most of all these other major pairs. And guys, I believe, I don't know why it's hanging. What's happening? This is my internet. So US30 similar thing. Looking forward to see it come all the way to this current major point of imbalance. And I would like to stop it at that. I've spent more than 20 minutes, and yeah, so guys, bye bye, adios. In case you have any question, hit me up and I'll be ready to answer.